Hi everybody. I wanted to go over Chapter 5 GMetrix practice test for those of y'all that have Chromebooks or for those of y'all that are doing it on your laptop and just can't figure out what you're doing wrong on one of them. All right, there's only 10 questions here, so let's get started. All right, the first one you should know from back when we were doing Word. It's the same thing. Find all occurrences of the word red ink and correct them to red ink. And that's going to be the find and replace on the Home tab. All right, so we're on the Home tab. We come over here to replace. It's going to look a little bit different in PowerPoint. It's just a very simple menu where it was more complicated for Word. And we're going to type in the misspelled word red ink. And make sure we capitalize because it is capitalized here. We click replace all. 2 replacements were made. And we will go to the next one. All right, for the next one on slide 5, so we're going to need to go down to slide 5. Insert a new row on top of the first table. So there's 2 different tables on here, one here and one here. So we want to make sure to go to the top table. And the first thing it wants you to do is insert a row on the top. So we just go to the very top row. We can click insert above, and it's already selected. If you notice, it's got a dark selection area on there. You can mess this question up if you go back in there and try to select it. You'll get it wrong. So leave it selected, and the next thing it wants you to do is merge the cells. Let me do that, and then type the word customer orientation. Making sure to capitalize the C and the O and making sure to spell it correctly. We'll go to the next one. All right, on the next one, it wants us to go into the document properties and add the title staff training. You may have forgotten where the document properties are. They are backstage. And I've got the 2019 version on there. When you go backstage in 2016, you already should be in the info tab. But if you are using 2019, you have to go into the info tab. And here's where your properties are. Okay, so it wants you to, in the title, type in staff training. Again, making sure the S and the T are capitalized, they're spelled right. All right, we'll continue on. Change the autocorrection options to not show the autocorrect options button. All right, that is also backstage under options. Whenever you see the word options, that's usually where you're going. And if you'll remember, autocorrect and options are back in proofing, autocorrect options. And it wants us to not show the autocorrection option buttons. Well, that's where it is right here. Show autocorrect option buttons. So if we don't want to show it, we have to uncheck it. And we'll have to click OK here and here. And then we'll click on Next. All right, again, they like slide 5 here. We're going to slide 5. And it wants us to change the table style. So this is the table up here. To Theme Style 2 Accent 6. Well, the themes are in the Design tab. Do the drop down. With PowerPoint, you have light themes and medium and dark themes, but at the very top where it says Best Matches for Document, that's where the theme styles are going to be. So here's Theme Style 1, and here's Theme Style 2, Accent 6. There we go, Theme Style 2, Accent 6. Click Next. See, we're already halfway through. All right, again, we're going to slide 5. And the same thing on this that we did in the other one, where we're going to go to the top row of the table and add a new row above it. So we're going to go to the Layout tab. We're going to insert above. It's already selected, so we don't need to select it. We'll just click Merge Cells, and we will type in yearly spending, making sure we capitalize the Y and the S. All right, on the next one, we're going to slide 6 this time. Yay, we come to a different slide. And it wants us in the content placeholder, which is this right here. This is a content placeholder. Use the table dropdown. So this is the table dropdown to create a table with 5 columns, which it already says there, and 4 rows. That was easy enough. All right. Insert an embedded Excel table on a slide 5. So all that you need to do here is go to the Insert tab for Table, and then this is an embedded Excel spreadsheet, okay? We're just going to embed an Excel spreadsheet into our PowerPoint. It's going to pop up, okay? And I want you to go ahead and click out of there to make sure that we'll get that one right. All righty, 2 more to go. Modify the table on slide 8. We go to slide 8. Row 4 will be this one, so that it has the title totals. Title totals. Oops. Making sure totals has a capital T. And also add a format for the total row. So if you'll remember in table designs, we have table style options. And so we can have a total row as our format. That one's tough. The wording on that's kind of weird. And now we have the last one, which is almost the easiest one. Use the spell checker, which is on the Review tab. Correct all spelling errors using the default suggestions. So we're going to click spelling. I'm going to change the escalator. Spell check complete. And we are done. Got 100, of course. All right. Keep working on it, ladies and gentlemen. We want to get certified on May 20th. That's our goal. Keep it up. See you next time.